A new face at Drexel University, Zach Spiker, the new head coach. We're joined by senior Rodney Williams as well. And welcome back to everybody watching us on ESPN3. And of course, you can follow us on Twitter at CAA Hoops, hashtag CAA Sports. So, welcome into the CAA, Zach.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here.
What do you expect from this team in this conference?
Well, you know, it's a conference with great tradition, a conference that has been highly successful on and off the floor. I think it's well documented, the fifth best APR rate of all the conferences, and a great season, a really banner year overall for the league, being the ninth best conference in America last year. So what do we expect? We expect every night to be a dogfight. You have to deserve to win every night. You have to earn it by being sound offensively and defensively. If you don't, you're not going to get the result you want. So I think we're working hard. We've got some good leadership in Rodney Williams, Mohammed Ba, our captains voted on by our players, and we're trying to just move forward every single day. How's the transition been so far, Rodney?
It's been pretty good. We're just trying to get all the guys acclimated into what we're trying to do. A lot of new faces, 4 freshmen and 2 transfers in. So we're just doing the best we can to follow Coach Spiker's lead, and I'm trying to do my best as a leader to put us in the best position as possible.
Now, even though Zach Spiker is in his first year at Drexel, he comes in as a very successful coach at Army, where you led the Black Knights to the best record they've had in 30 years last year with 17 wins. And I remember doing a game that you came to American University, and I said to myself when I heard that you got hired at Drexel, I said, there's going to be a little difference from the way that the predecessor, Mr. Bruiser Flint, ran things and the way you like to go with a little more of a speed, up-tempo offense. Would that be a safe thing to say?
Yeah, I would say faster. I don't know if we're going to get quite where we want to be in year one, but we do want to move the ball and not let it stick in any one spot. If it's going to stick anywhere, we'd like to stick in Rodney's hands down low in the post for him to make some plays. But I think it's a group that, as Rodney said, we've got a lot of new faces, including myself and our staff. And we're just trying to put the guys in positions where they can be successful, give them confidence. And we know guys can do certain things and make sure they're there. And then defensively, we want to do the same thing Drexel's always done. And that's been a tough team to score against and to make sure we're winning the rebounding battle and take care of the basketball. How
different has it been when you actually are now starting to kind of understand what Coach Spiker wants out of the offense particularly?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely been a transition to what we've been used to. But we're starting to understand how he wants to move the ball, certain spots we have to be on the floor. So it's coming along, I can say that, and we're looking forward to playing the up-tempo style offense, and it really can benefit us.
As mentioned, Rodney, Mohammed Ba, the captains. You have a guy in Sammy Mojica who has played a lot as well. So there is a little bit of experience that you're able to call on, aren't you?
It's definitely a group. And like any program that's successful, it has very little to do with the head coach and a lot to do with the staff and the players and the leadership. And feel strongly about the group we have assembled there and our coaches, as well as the guys you've mentioned, as well as some younger guys. And our goal is to, it may not look perfect what our vision is as staff right away, but we're going to put these guys in positions to be as successful as we possibly can be. I think a lot of it is our approach daily to practice and how hard we're committed to working on just the little things, catching the ball with 2 hands, making sure we're not turning the ball over in unnecessary ways, and effective with our checkouts and rebounding. And then we put ourselves in a position where Rock can run down the floor and play with a free mind. He knows he's going to get the ball in the post, or if he's trailing the play, he's able to catch it with confidence and make something happen. So we're going to lean on our veteran players. And any team that's good has older players that play with confidence and understand what they're doing. So we want them to understand exactly what they're doing and play with confidence and make plays.
You mentioned some of the newcomers. People in the Washington, D.C. area will remember the guy who played for the Bullets in Doug Overton, a Philly guy, and his son Miles now has transferred into Drexel.
Yeah, Miles is a Philly guy and has been around Philadelphia and certainly takes tremendous pride in being a native of Philadelphia, and I think our guys have fed off that. And he's been a welcome addition. He has tremendous energy. And we're working. He's been in a number of different systems and programs, understanding exactly what he can do to be successful. We want to put him in, just like we do with Rodney, put those guys in positions to make plays offensively and defensively for our guys to be successful.
Now, Rodney, you hail from Richmond, Virginia, some great basketball in the state of Virginia and in that area, but do you kind of have an appreciation of how much Philly basketball means to the people in Philly, Big Five and all of that?
Yeah, definitely. It's a great basketball tradition in Philly with the Big Five and all the different colleges going around. But it's just a rich history. So I take pride in playing in Philadelphia and being a part of the D1 history in Philly. So I think this is great.
Before we let you go, you mentioned also establishing a staff. I know Rob O'Driscoll, who's got a lot of CAA experience as part of that staff. That's got to help you when you kind of look at these new faces and these new teams you're going to face.
Every staff meeting, we talk about different actions we need to defend or what's going through, and invariably we go to Rob and say, Rob, how's this played out in the Colonial the last couple of years? He's got that institutional history with the conference and the league. I think he brings great value, as do all our coaches. And Justin Jennings, who's been a human filing cabinet for things we've done the last 5-6 years at West Point, and brings great energy in how we want to do things in the details here. And then you got Paul Fortier, who played 17 years as a pro. Fortunate to get all those guys. If you had a fantasy draft and those are the guys you wanted, those were all our first picks, and we're very happy they're with us. And I think they've spent time and worked hard to connect with our guys. And it's not just on the floor. They're going to lunch with them or just spending time with them watching film or just getting shots up in the gym. We're building our culture from day one, and we want to enhance the things that Coach Flint and his staff harped on that were positives, and we want to polish up a couple other areas and do that. And hopefully we'll get to the point where it's a product that not only everybody at Drexel but everyone in Philadelphia supports and wants to see us be successful.
Well, Zach, welcome to the CAA, welcome to Drexel, and we wish you and Rodney very good luck this season. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you very much. Happy to be here.